Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Vance out of Seattle, Washington, and welcome to my live Forex trading show. I actually started a few minutes after I expected to start because the audio is out, so I had to work on the broadcasting system just a little bit, kind of had to restart the microphone side. But anyway, here we are. I'm off to a good start besides that with a cup of nice hot coffee in my hand. In fact, let me just take a quick sip here. Okay, first thing I want to show you to see more of what I'm talking about on the show. I want to show you guys if you're looking at the video player. Once you hit play, watch for this pop-up right here. Be part of the conversation. So let me show you that again. Be part of the conversation right here. Just click on that, and then you can see the other things that I'm sharing here on the right. You can thumbs up if you see anything that you liked. I'm going to be doing some other stuff here to make it more live and interactive. I want to show you something that's time sensitive. Since going back all the way to September 2012, we've been making a special introductory offer, and that's about to end on our training program. This is the last week, just so you know, it's last week. You'll be able to get personal coaching from me and all the education and training for only $99 a month. Next week, that'll jump to over $3,000. So just a heads up, last chance. And that's on the bottom here on the right, Forex trading program. If you click on that, you might be pretty astonished at all of the stuff that you get. It's pretty comprehensive. And you can write to me with more questions at vance@forexartofwar.com. So my domain, forexartofwar.com, Vance at. So do take a look at that if you're, if you've been thinking about any training. It's only $99 a month. It's guaranteed. There's no risk. So again, if you're interested in any training, take a close look at that. Also, real quickly, just two more things. Let me bring up the page again. Not that one. This one. If you want to know when the shows are about to happen and what I'm going to be talking about, just follow me on Twitter by clicking there. And also, if you're interested in getting my free books, those are at forexartofwar.com. It's on the show. It's the second link here. But once you go to forexartofwar.com, looks like I need to log out here so you can see it. Right here on the top right, 8 things they don't tell Forex traders. That's going to tell you why people fail. And then the first battle, the first in the 3-book series about the art of war and not the art of war, but basically building a strong foundation for trading. People do ask me quite a bit about, how does the art of war play into this? Now, the misperception is that we're using art of war tactics to beat other traders. I guess that's true to some extent, but really what I use the art of war principles for is to create a strategy that helps traders to develop this skill efficiently. So I use the art of war to help you conquer the challenge of becoming a good Forex trader, if that makes any sense. So anyway, always feel free to write to me with any questions that you have. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to cover a little bit about fundamentals, and then we'll talk about current price movement. It looks like the pound's been making a little bit of a move. Quickly on fundamentals this morning, it is Monday. Mondays are usually slower than other days. The good news is there's no new fears on the Ebola front. The nurse in Spain that was diagnosed with Ebola, it turns out she doesn't have Ebola. Most of the talk today is about being more prepared. And I think the lack of any new developments is probably going to be very good for the markets. I can tell you, just on the street, the average person in Seattle was just going on with their lives as though nothing was happening at all. And I like to basically take a real close look at what's really going on in the world. The markets are talking right now about the quality of investments. So we're off to a start here. Everything looks very stable. Now, where we left off on the fundamental story last week is that the Fed walked back their estimates for an interest rate hike in 2015. But the thing I also notice is that U.S. investors have begun to take a new step, unwinding instruments or investments that are based on higher risk and poor economic circumstances. So you could say, rightly or wrongly, that investors are feeling very optimistic about the future. Now, the price, as far as the pound, has been moving back the opposite direction in favor of a weaker dollar. I'm not ready to totally say that's because the Fed walked back those numbers, but that would be consistent. So we're looking for a new piece of information that's going to drive this long-term outlook for the dollar. And I think that'll show up today or tomorrow. In high impact data, if you're trading the Aussie, there's some monetary policy meeting minutes coming out at 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. So other than that, there's not a lot, and there usually isn't on Monday. Yesterday, just quickly looking at the charts here, when I came in, I put a demand line on here, plus I put a key level at 127.35. You can see price right around, well, it was very, very late Asian session, touched right off that 127.35 level and bounced. So we know that's very well defined right now as far as the support level. So that's what we'd be looking for on the downside. Yesterday, let's blow the pound. This is a pound 30-minute chart. And you can see I had this key level at 61.50 on here yesterday. We went through it right after the London Open with a lot of chop. And so what we got to do now is we've got to zoom into the 5-minute chart to see if the behavior, well, just to see what the behavior is. So let me drop down to a 5-minute. Okay, so as it came through the level, you know, we got that. You can see it right here. It's this yellow one across here. We got a lot of selling. It did come through a little more selling. And then when it breaks this next level, it pulls back to 38.2, makes a second push right there. That one probably didn't leave a lot of traders enough room to get in and out with enough room to execute good risk management. But nonetheless, you see that pattern that I tell you is the most reliable, moving up, and that's on this level right here. Moving down to 38.2 or better, in this case 38.2, and then making that second push. Then price corrects down, and now we've had another move up. Now let's take a look and use our new wave technique to see what happened here. Now it looks like we had a move from here, and it's 21 pips, moves up here, pulls back to 38.2, and makes another push. So let's drop down to the 1 minute just to double check that that's what happened. So we had a start point here. It was moving a little bit faster. Yes, pulls down to 38.2, makes another push. And I'm not sure, again, if you'd have had enough room to get in and out with good risk management. That's 8 pips. Maybe, yeah, you could have had a stop at about 10 or 11. So it was doable for some of our traders and how they see the setups. Okay, so right now where we're at is what we like to see is, and by the way, let me go back to that. Just so you guys know, the behavior that we look for in terms of a high probability trade has already happened. It's already gone up, pulled back, and pushed again. All right, now let's go out to the 30-minute and take a look. Now, what we're looking for, getting a little messy in here, so let me zoom in. What we're looking for now is a move above 61.40, and so look for it to stretch out enough without a pullback so you can get in and out with good risk management. That'd be probably the optimal thing we're looking for this morning. It will take quite a bit to get this moving down here and turn into a high probability sell situation. So if that develops, I'll make a post on forexartofwar.com, but right now I'm not seeing it. Let's go back and take a closer look at the euro. This is the 30-minute. Just look here, look across here. It's just in the middle. It's in this range. Let's see what the range is. The range is about 91 pips, so it's big. And then it's shrunken down into this area where we've got lower lows and higher highs. We've got the balance of money is to the downside right now with buying interest today. So we've got a real indecisive situation here. Let me take a look and see where I might put that fib on the upside. Nah, that doesn't look very good. Right down in here. It looks like this is what the market's looking at right here. This is the battle line right here. This is the line. The price 127.80 is what defines that amount of sellers meeting up with the amount of buyers right there. That's where they break even point right there, 127.80. So if the buyers push above that, and we would want these moving averages to confirm across, but the buyers push above that, they'll have an advantage. That advantage will be stronger if we get these moving averages crossed, if you're newer to trading, and also you got to have a range big enough to get in and out. On the bottom side, we want to look for 127.35 as the level. If it goes beyond there, we're looking at a high probability advantage right there. I did take a peek at the Australian dollar. Very sideways and much ado about nothing. Kiwi, same thing, very sideways. It's looking like the Kiwi could open up to the top side here. I do want to say that you really should know the unique behavior of currency pairs outside of the pound and dollar. They do have lots of nuances that you need to learn to keep your winning percentage above 70%. So we've got a good idea of what we're looking for this morning. I like that. Fears are calm about Ebola. They're talking about investments. It's a slow Monday, so here we go. Now, tomorrow, I want to let you know I'm going to talk about something that most traders are totally unaware of, and I call it the psychology of consecutive loss. And it's really important that you know about this, because if your win-loss ratio is, in other words, if you're not winning at a high enough percentage of trades, you're going to be dead in the water before you even begin trading your method, and you probably won't even know why. So tomorrow I'm going to explain that in detail so you really understand why that's so important. Again, you can read more about my training program. Let me go back to that page here. Where's the, oh, be part of the conversation. Right here, this third link on the bottom here, you can read about that. I'm telling you, take a close look at this. Read every bit of it and write to me if you have any questions. This is the last week. I mean, save thousands of dollars. So take a close look. Email me at Vance at Forex Art of War if you have any questions. Okay, so that's about it for now. Members, I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes in our live trading room. We'll get together as Wall Street gets rolling. You guys have a great one. Thank you very much.